So in this video, we're going to talk about the SEO keyword research. Why is keyword research relevant? Because based on the words that the users are searching, the results are changing. Let me show it with an example to you guys, right? Um, so if I search uh, with uh, the following keyword, Facebook advertising course free. See, the first result that's coming out is Facebook Blueprint. The domain is facebook.com, so it has high authority. It is coming on the top. So the the companies which have high authority do come up on the top, and the domains which have high authority are coming up on the top. That means Facebook is the domain that's known for advertising. We are using the brand keyword Facebook in the search. So Google is thinking that that's the most relevant keyword. That's why it's showing it in the top, right? So how am I seeing this domain authority and page authority? Is I've installed a plugin called Moz It's a Chrome plugin. Install this Mosebar Chrome plugin, and you can see this thing. It's a very simple to install plugin. Just type Mosebar Chrome plugin. After that, once you install the plugin, once you click here to install the plugin. I have already installed. That's why it's not showing up here. It should show up in your bar like this, and you can click on the mouse bar to make it active. Also, you need to go to your email and confirm the email. Create a sub account on your email and confirm the email. That's when you would be able to look at this particular thing, right? Also, I have installed another tool called Keywords Everywhere, which is also a Chrome plugin. Uh, so these are some essential tools that we need to install to understand SEO, and they're very nice tools. It's also a Chrome plugin. So just go to Chrome, plug, you know, where I'm getting here remove, right? Here you'll get an install because it's already installed on my system. Once you have installed, a K icon would come here. Click on this, and you would receive your API key on email that you have given while signing up. So go to the settings section. So the settings section is here. Uh, Copy paste the API key here and click on validate. Select the country as India, select the currency as INR. Boom, this should start working for you, right? So what Keywords Everywhere shows you is whenever I search for something, it shows you how much volume of searches are there for that particular phrase and what is the competition for that particular phrase, right? So generally for keywords, there is no competition like that, right? But if I am searching for Facebook advertising codes, there are so many results that are coming. So in order to stay relevant, you need to be very, very strategic. You need to understand what are the right keywords you are going to compete on, and whether those keywords have the right search volume, and whether you can win the competition against them. So we should not compete foolishly against the big domains. Uh, you know, where Facebook is ranking in all high results, we should not compete here. We should rather uh, work for work on other sort of keywords that are less competitive. Actually, before we go into keywords research completely, so I want to show something concept called as there are three kinds of keywords called as the head, body, and long tail keywords. Uh, so the idea is basically this. So head keyword is basically the category keyword, right? It is if I have to give you an example, head keyword is something like if I'm searching for shoes, I'm not really um, I'm not really searching for this very specific thing, right? So there will be a lot of search volume for keywords like shoes. Ideally, the user is still discovering what is the right word to type. That's probably why he's typing shoes. So those kind of keywords are called the head keywords. Body keywords are like phrases like men's shoes. Now you have very categorized. You have limited your are zoned out on a particular category. But a long tail keyword is like very specific, like a men's leather shoe or a Nike red shoe is something that is very very specific, and you can exactly compete. You can exactly know why the users think. When you compete for these keywords, those kind of users are the ones who are going to purchase a lot. So they will be the ones which will be most converting. But if you're broadly looking for shoes, your result might or might not be the right result for this thing. So ideally, we are always looking for body and long tail keywords to optimize in our SEO. So we are going to go niche and we are going to focus on those body and long tail keywords. That's mostly the strategy, right? Couple of other things that are there in the strategy, even for a small a niche like Facebook advertising course, there are thousands of searches, right? So we are always going to look at those less competitive keywords where I can win and come on the top search results. So when I call about what should be the search volume, I'm looking at search volume of 500 to 2500 monthly search. So because I've already installed the keywords everywhere tool, uh, I can show you exactly what is the search volume that we are seeing. If I go down here, it's showing every single thing. Facebook business has 12,100 search volume and 11.15 is the cost. Facebook Ads Manager is 1934.15. So these are all the things that people are searching, right? So we are ideally looking for keyword ideas that have low search volume and still marketers are willing to pay for them. That shows that the quality is there and there is some value inside them, right? And you should always also look at whether you can provide better content than what is already there. So uh, let's say I am only going to give it Facebook advert. I am going to create a Facebook advertising course only. So obviously, I have to compete with these keywords. There is no way I can't put some other keywords and assume that people will search that and result there, right? I have to compete for this. But then, how do I compete? Is uh, I'll basically take a look at this particular video, which is of uh, HubSpot, and see whether I can create something much better than what these guys have already created. In what angle I'm able to create a better course, that should basically give me an edge over these people in terms of search results, right? That's one way I would look at. Also, another way I would look at it is what is the long term aim with my brand? Like, if my brand is going to be in that particular category, let's say I created a shoes brand and I want to come for all kinds of shoes result, right? Some people might be searching leather shoes, some people might be searching for other kinds of shoes. So I have a portfolio of keywords for which I should come on the top. So I would always want my brand to come in those top results, right? So even though it is competitive, I would take the long term approach and still compete with those keywords. And I would always try to avoid those kind of niches which have already high domain authority. This thing that is domains which are already known. A lot of people know and organically search for them every day, and when some link shows up from them, people are going to click those. Right? How do I know that? Because I've already installed this Moz plugin. I can get the page authority and domain authority from here. This means that 78 backlinks are there to this particular page. 63 backlinks are this particular page, but this one has 29 backlinks. Maybe if I work hard, I can actually compete and beat this particular page. If I get like 40 odd backlinks, I would, sorry, this has two backlinks. So if I compete hard and work on this particular thing, I can easily beat these backlinks. So this is something that I can, and this guy is competing for best Facebook ads courses and certifications, right? There's a list of courses, so I can actually do better value here. So I would be competing on those kind of long tail keywords. Also, I would look at suggestions from this thing. Like if I put the moment I put Facebook, see the list of suggestions that Facebook is showing along with the search volume and this thing. And let's say, and then I put advertising. Uh, See what all the suggestions it's giving. Its scores free, cost, strategy. These are the things that people are actually searching every day, right? This is 140 searches, but this is the this thing. That means there is value inside this thing, right? And see this cost in India, and this is 480 searches. So I would ideally look at something like this and see how I can convert this into my set of consumers, right? So I think I'm trying to give you an idea of whole shape. So based on this, our strategy is finalized. This is more or less the outlook. The tools which we are going to use, we have already installed keywords everywhere. We are already installed Moz SEO tools. We will be using Google Keyword Planner, Uber Suggest, Keyword Shatter, and keywords everywhere, right? How we'll use it, I'm going to just show. The process is very simple. We are going to collect a bunch of ideas, and with those bunch of ideas, I'm going to create a lot of phrases, and I'll create 1,000, 2,000 phrases, and in that I'll shortlist some. Like I'll shortlist like a 40, 50, and I'll again verify them using my manual listing. Like when I search for those phrases, what are the results which are coming, and whether I can do better articles at them, whether I can create much better articles, whether I can get more backlinks than what they are trying to do, and I'll try to compete with these people. And this is the four-step process. We're going to collect all ideas, then we're going to shortlist a few ideas, then I'm going to verify if those ideas are right, and then I'm going to compete, right? So let's not waste any time. Let's collect thousands of ideas inside your keyword search tool right away. So I'm going to create a spreadsheet template, and I'm going to share with you guys. Just use the same template. It's a basic template that we are going to use for all our keyword research purpose, right? Interested? Cool. Uh, so I'm going to open a spreadsheet. So this is my keyword research tool. So we're going to do keyword research planning for startup funding summit here, right? Keyword research planning, right? So so first thing I'm going to use is basically these broad topics that I'm looking at. Then I'm going to look at those keywords, and then I'm going to look at their search volume monthly, and then I'm going to look at what is their CPC or cost per click, right? Uh, these are the four fields that I'm going to find out. So we are going to do it for Startup Funding Summit, right? So one of the keyword or how I would start off is let me just close all this so that it removes some confusion. Just have this tool. Uh, One other thing that I will first do is go to Wikipedia. Why am I starting with Wikipedia? Wikipedia gives me that broad sense of uh, it will give me all the possible ideas. It will not just limit me to what Google Keyword Planner or something else gives. Excuse me. Yeah, here I'm going to put fundraising. Yeah, in general, I'm just putting fundraising. So let me see what are the possible ways in which startups can raise money. So these are the words that are coming. Again, each such blue link here or each this thing is a topic again. Uh, it has gone. So I would have to be more specific. Probably I'll put uh, venture capital, right? And I put venture capital. Yeah, so when I put venture capital, a lot of keywords are coming, like private equity, financing, early stage emerging firms. Then if I go down, a bunch of keywords I will find at the bottom. Each such thing is again a keyword idea for me. Private equity, then idea generation, ramp up. Then there is Series A, Series B, uh, mezzanine funding, working capital. So I'm going to put up all those things, right? So I'm going to start up funding as these things. I put venture capital, uh, Series A, Series B. I just typed all these keywords. Then I can put up seed funding and mezzanine funding. Then we came across private equity. So all these are possible things that people are searching for. And if I want to get to know the search volume of these things, it's very simple. I just put this here, and because I already have this Google keyword tool, search keyword tool installed, uh, it'll show me the search results for this particular thing. So it's about 35,000 results. Okay, I think it's not enabled. This. Yeah. So it's 18,100 search results and 22.29 is the competition. So just simply enter that here, 400, 22.29. So you can again take this keyword, uh, type in Google search here right now. I got some keywords from Wikipedia, like what are the things that I need to search for. I'll go with venture capital. So venture capital meaning venture capital financing. I'm able to get long tail keywords also. The venture capital funding, financing has come, right? So this is a keyword. Okay, let me just go to all. So I'm just going to copy all these suggestions, whatever are coming, venture capital financing, objectives of it. So I'll basically give a space before, space after, and because it can be a part of a keyword. So all these are interesting ideas to actually copy, right? So I'll copy all of them, stages of venture capital funding. So what I'm trying to do is basically get all those keyword ideas or long tail keyword ideas that are coming here, and for each of those results I am again going to uh, copy the search volume and results here, right? So it's simple process. I hope this is clarified, right? So I'll get this again for this keyword. If I want to get the search volume and what is the cost for this thing, is 210 and point 0.7, right? So I can make a bunch of these things and the list here, right? So the list goes on. I can either get these rates from here. So once I got these lists, in fact, I'll also get the keywords from here. If you go to the bottom of this page, right, uh, you will be able to get all the suggestions that the search. So all these are also interesting things that people are blogging and see. There are 880 search volume for this per month, and advertisers are bidding on it at 25 rupees. Features of venture capital, methods of venture capital funding. Maybe all these are interesting topics that I should blog about in my this thing, and these are areas which I can come on top in the in this thing. And these are all the ideas that are there right now, right? So, so we have used three things so far. We have used Wikipedia, we have used Google keyword suggestions, and in fact, we should also use Quora because a lot of people ask questions in a very definitive format there, right? So if you go to Quora, you might even get some better ideas around how people are searching for your keyword results. Let's just do that right away. So I'm going to put startup. See, these are things that startup funding is what is our key area, right? And I'm going to see business fundraising. What titles are people? Where are the early stage startups funds globally? What is the story of your startup funding? What are the types of different stages of startup funding? How is the startup fund? These are the topics. So maybe I could actually write a much better article about these things and these ideas and use these as long tail keywords and start coming up with top search results for anything related to start. So I'm going to create this portfolio of keywords like this, right? In fact, now we'll use the other tool which I've mentioned, uh, Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest. It's also very similar to what we actually. So Neil Patel's blog is coming on top for Uber Suggest actually, not the actual Uber Suggest, right? So we're going to go to the Uber Suggest tool, and so Uber Suggest long tail keyword group. Okay, a lot of blogs are coming up. The actual Uber Suggest is not coming up. Yeah. Yeah, Uber Suggest. So I'm going to suggest go to country which is India, and yeah, put venture capital there. See the search volume and see the SEO difficulty, paid difficulty, and you got a bunch of keywords here. Just simply copy all these keyword ideas from here and copy paste to your site from here, right? Simply arrow, sort of do a simple copy paste from here to there, right? So as simple as that, and you can remove this and beautify this a bit, right? And right now, this is something that you can do, and yeah, basically these are things that people are searching, or the suggestions that are coming, right? Also, look at some other keywords like startup funding and see what ideas will come around. So I'll keep doing this, keep playing around, get all the bunch of ideas that I should get. So I'll put startup funding. I got like so many more ideas, and startup funding India, startup funding Bangalore, startup funding for businesses. Whatever I find relevant, I think these are things I find relevant. So I'll just copy these three and delete the rest, right? So I'm going to beautify this later, but just to give you an idea, these are the keywords that people are actually searching for, right? So this is not alright, this thing. So we're basically looking for meaningful keywords like venture capital funds is not a like some relevant titles. So venture capital is probably only just one keyword. Startup funding for business, startup funding. So we need some meaning in the phrase so that we actually can deliver some right kind of value for consumers, right? So we have to come up with more and more keywords and keep searching with these tools. And then there's another tool called Keyword Shitter. Excuse me. So basically, if I input one keyword, it's going to generate a lot of keywords for me. Uh, I'm going to just put up my startup funding keyword here, startup, and then put funding, right? And this shit keywords. So these are all the keywords that are coming, right? So so fantastic, right? So I've got a bunch of these keywords. I'm just going to copy all these keywords, and it's still generating. If you see 304, 313, so you could generate thousands of keywords like this, and then so you're using Quora, you're using Google suggestions, you are using Wikipedia for broad keywords, and you are using Uber suggest, and you're using keywords this thing. And once you get all these ideas, you basically just copy paste these bunch of these things into your Excel sheet, and that's it. Brilliant. We could. Okay, I think the copy paste has not happened properly. Let me just try again. Control C. Yeah. So I've copied most of these keywords. Like, so I'm just gonna remove some of these which are not relevant, and most probably the keyword shitter has thrown everything at me, right? So what am I going to do now, right? So I have to get the search volume and this data for all this, right? So I just copy all these words, and then I'll go to something called as Google Keyword Planner. So Google Keyword Planner is now a part of Google Ads. So uh, just sign up for Google Ads if you don't have an account yet. And you can skip the campaign setup or the ad campaign setup for now, and just use the tool of planning for now. Okay, we'll just turn off Chrome mouse for a while, just slowing things down. Yeah, so I'm going to turn off keywords everywhere also for a while, right? So I am going to sign in with my Google account. Okay. So I'm going to go to planning tools. So I want to go to the keyword tools, keyword planner tool. Skip the campaign creation part. Go to tools and settings. Click on keyword planner here. Yeah. So discover new keywords or get volumes and forecasts. You can even use this to get more, this thing. Currently, I'm using this. I just put this up, and I'm going to get all the search keywords volume and this data, right? So this is all the data that I've got around keyword search list and all. I can now export this data to, I can now actually export this data to CSV and copy paste this cost data into this thing. In fact, I'm going to beautify some of this, remove a lot of estimated cost per click is. So you can remove some of the unnecessary columns that you're not looking at. Uh, right. So these are the keywords that I am looking at. So let me. These keywords are already there. This starts from here. All I'm looking at is the search volume and the what is the estimated average cost per click, right? So this is the estimated average cost per click. So I can just copy paste this thing. So there are a lot of places where the data is not there. Uh, I can just copy paste this thing to the particular data that I'm looking at. So not everywhere the data is come, right? So there are the estimates are not available to those data points that are not so frequent. So if there is a less volume keyword, most probably the estimate is not going to be there, right? Let's say I'm going to remove all the ones with blanks. Okay, uh, greater than zero. This is becoming an Excel work more than something else, right? Okay, so I basically what I'll do is I'm going to tidy up this up a little and actually copy paste those data this thing to get you to give you a look and feel of the whole idea. You can simply copy paste this here and get the cost data here and the volume data here and explore some of these ideas as to right what are the things that I would want to focus on. Let me just do it here itself in the keyword planner because there the data is not updated, right? So I'm going to look at something that has more search, more clicks, right? So if you see this startup funding, venture capital, these are the right keywords that I should be funding your startup funding India. These are the ones which have the high volume, and these are the ones which advertisers are competing for, and this is the clicks that people are competing for. I mean, this is the cost per click that advertisers are ready to pay. So I'll pick some of these keywords. Uh, Something like venture capital and something like startup funding, and I like these two ideas. And I'll actually look at what now we have completed the phase of collection. We have completed the phase of collection. We have completed the phase of data creation, right? And shortlisting. So in the shortlisting phase, I'm going to look at the criteria where the search volume is less, which is in the range of 500 to 2500. This is basically in those range 500 to 2500. Luckily mine is a niche, so most topics I got are in that niche. So these are the four ideas that are in that 500 to 2500 niche, and people are paying for that. So these are the four keywords that I shortlisted. So for these keywords I'm planning to see, I'm looking at what are the things that are competing. So Wikipedia has come in the top, then Investopedia is there. So now I'm going to switch on my Moz plugin, and uh, yeah, I have to wait a bit for the data to show up because it runs the compute over this whole thing and tries to figure out the backlinks for this whole data, right? Okay. It's coming up, I think. Take a bit. So I'm going to look at where what are the ideas that are coming. Apart from definitions, I don't see some. Obviously Wikipedia is like very high authority, so we should not be competing with it. Most of these have 90, 91 links. So I can compete here. 80 has just 3 links and it's basically covering up here. And it's in the first 10 results. So I would basically compete on this keyword. So in my sense, I think I can create better content and get more links eventually over a period of time. In fact, some of these things do not have backlinks like in Shopify and all. So if this can be done, which is not really a relevant this thing, I think we should be able to pretty much come till here. Obviously, going from here to the top is going to take a while because there's so many backlinks that are linked and they're providing much relevant content. But till here, the path looks very clear for this keyword. So I'm going to bet on this keyword. So I'll make that Wedge capital keyword as green. So this is the keyword that I'm going to work on, and I'll basically create variations of this keyword again. And I'm also going to work on the other keywords like you know, private equity, which also has a good volume, but it's a niche keyword again, and it has good volume and less competition, right? So this is how I validate my idea by checking who is competing for that. Like, am I competing with the biggies, and what is that? And then the next part of it, once we figured out these keywords, what we will do with these keywords, we're going to discuss in the next part of this thing. So just to reiterate the workflow, it has been a long workflow, so I'm just going to. So we start off on Wikipedia with the category keyword. Let's say funding is the category that we started looking at, right? And then we came up with startup funding, venture capital, private equity, a bunch of those body keywords, right? And those body keywords we put up in Google, Quora to find suggestions. We even put up in Uber Suggest keywords tool. I mean, Uber Suggest and Keyword Shaker tool to get a bunch of keywords. We can even use Google Keyword Planner to generate these ideas. And then how do we shortlist these ideas? We look for keywords with the search volume 500 to 2500. We look for those valuable keywords where advertisers are bidding. We select the ones which we think we want to work on long term, and then we manually verify those links whether we can compete with those results that are coming in search engine, where we can come. Can we create more backlinks, and can we come on to the top, right? And can we create better content for the user for that particular query, right? So always look at the lens of value creation and long-term thinking, how you are helping the user who is hitting the search query, and that's how you narrow down your final keyword portfolio. I hope this has helped you in your keyword research exercise. Catch you guys in the next